Come in.
Welcome.
Wayne, come on back.
With the explosion in popularity of Helldivers 2, I inevitably ended up playing it, and I am enjoying it. Playing it with friends, calling in stratagems and mechs, and delivering liberty and freedom to the planets is great fun and all, but the whole time I kept getting the feeling that I've played this before. And then I realized... Now, I don't want to say Helldivers copied Lost Planet. Aliens with glowing weak spots have been around for quite a while, but I do have to say the Charger is very similar to the... Dongo? I never knew that's what they were called. A heavily armored alien that rolls up into a ball and charges at you with a glowing weak spot on his backside. Now, I don't want to make a video comparing these games, rather just show you and tell you why I think Lost Planet is 100% a hidden gem and how maybe you should give it a shot. Lost Planet takes place on the planet of EDN3, which is in the process of being colonized by a company called Nevik, but little did they know there were other life form on this planet called Acrid. They come in many different shapes and sizes. Their bodies have evolved to sustain the harsh environment of EDN3, with their body creating and containing a supply of thermal energy, which Nevik and the colonists need to endure the planet themselves. The first attempts of colonizing the planet failed due to the many attacks by the Acrid, forcing most people to evacuate, then later return with vital suits, or VS for short, which are these super cool mechs that the colonists can climb into, attach chain guns, rocket launchers, shotguns, and many more weapons to. You play as Wayne, a straight shooter who's always to the point and has a high skill level with guns and operating VSs.
Leave me alone, I'm doing my standard anime elbows up pose.
The game starts off with Wayne and his father and their merry band of snow pirates hunting down an enormous acrid known as Green Eye. In the coming battle, Green Eye wipes out all of them and Gale sacrifices himself to save Wayne. You manage to escape, but the damage from the battle is showing its effects and the VS shuts down in the frozen wasteland. Thankfully, there happens to be a base about 5 minutes away, with a group of friendly snow pirates calling it home. Those friendly pirates include Yuri, who's the leader, Rick, who I do not like, and finally, Luca.
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
Now, I have no clue why you would wear something like this, exposing that much skin on a planet without alien energy. You would freeze to death. There's a place called Yakutia in Russia which goes down to -71, and standing outside for more than 10 minutes is not a good idea. Now, I imagine EDN3 is easily double that at the minimum. So Luca, please put on some clothes, girl. I do not want you freezing on us. So I don't want to get too much into the story. It's honestly not that interesting, and neither are the characters, and the writing is also pretty weak.
If only one of us could pilot a VS. I can.
What? Huh?
Are y'all stupid or something? You guys found him in a VS. Why are you surprised he can drive one? The main reason why I like this game so much is 1, the nostalgia, and 2, the VSs, which are a lot more Western in design, which may be why I like them so much, apart from one towards the end, but let's not get into that. But my favorite one is definitely this bad boy. I mean, come on, look at this shit. Smaller, speedy one that can jump super high. I don't care who you are, but if you were a little kid playing this game and driving this thing around, you felt like a badass. Now, apart from piloting VSs, the other half of the game, you're on foot running around through the snow with a machine gun, a shotgun, sniper, or a rocket launcher. Or you can take off the comically oversized weapons of the VS suits and use them on foot. Oh, and you also have a grapple hook as well. And you can get some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 clips with these weapons. But like every game, there are some negatives. For example, the AI is pretty shite. Even the enemy AI will just stand there and let you shoot them. But the most annoying part of this game is the stun locking. where the animations just take so long to play out. By the time you regain control of your character, the enemy has their balls all in your face and they just hit you again. And I remember as a kid, this shit would make me rage so fucking much. So pretty obviously, there are two types of enemies you'll be fighting throughout the game: humans and acrids. Humans use guns and VS suits, but the main star are the acrids, and they're incredibly well designed, and every level ends in a boss fight with either a human or an acrid, and the acrid ones are pretty damn cool. Alright, getting real close. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Getting real close, okay? Don't tell anyone, okay? But level 3 actually scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like, I'm not joking, I genuinely struggled to play through it because I was so freaked out of this giant snow worm. Helldivers, listen up, Helldivers. Write this shit down because we need insanely huge monsters like this. The Bile Titans aren't cutting it anymore. Lost Planet is a pretty short game, taking on average about 5 hours to complete, which I think is great. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and there's also a multiplayer mode. It's long since dead now, and the PC version uses the stupid fucking Game for Windows Live. Lost Planet 2, which I probably put around 200 to 300 hours into the multiplayer as a kid, was insanely fun, and the whole game could be played co-op. But sadly, because of Games for Windows Live being so integral to it, it's not even on Steam anymore. So I probably won't ever get to play it again. Psych, you thought? Bitch, motherfucker, I bought a key and found a workaround for Games for Windows Live, and this shit is insane. But that's a tale for another video. Lost Planet perfectly Bro, I cannot say encapsulate. Gaming in the mid-2000s and how games were developed back then. No gimmicky features or fancy buzzwords, just a man, his gun, and his VS. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Maybe check out some of my other videos, eh? Maybe? Yeah? Maybe? Yeah? No, I'd really appreciate a subscribe or a like, guys. Really means a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.